Donut, donut, mi familia.
Albert was like, good job.
Last stop of the train was connected to long-term parking lot fee, MTA.
Why did I have a very New York welcome back to New York this morning on the train? So while I'm filming the inside of the train, it was packed, right? The air train, it was packed, sort of. There was a lot of people in there. So I was like, okay, I'm not going to show anybody's faces or anything because I don't like showing people's faces. Because even though in New York, you can, it's an actual rule that you can film anywhere and film anyone. That's just how New York is set. So I did the thing where I decided not to include anybody's faces. So I include from the knee down, right? And this Jamaican man starts yelling at me. Oh, what you're doing is rude. You can't be filming people and not say, you need to ask. What you're doing is rude. I'm just like, first of all, no one sees you, okay? Second of all, nobody's face is on this. Third of all, I can actually film anyone without asking their permission. I don't, because that's just the type of person I am. And especially on the trains, it's fair game. It's public spaces and all that. But that moment, I decided not to put anybody's faces in it. And here's this man walking back and forth the train like, oh my gosh, what you're doing is rude. This is disrespectful, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay. Do you live in New York? Because I don't think you live in New York. Because you feel like you are very right about this. And it's like, you don't even know the rules, do you? Anyways, I think he was doing this like intimidation thing, going back and forth and then looking at me. And it's like, I looked at this, one of the passengers that was sitting down, and she just looks at me like, what the hell? And we're both like, why? Why do you feel like you need to be known right now? And I'm just like, whatever, man. Because yes, I'm back in New York. I'm back into the craziness, into the chaos and whatever. But guess what? I can understand every single thing you're saying, and I'm not intimidated by you, okay? And I think that's what made him really shut up when he realized that, yeah, I'm not putting it away. I'm not putting my camera away, and I'm not filming you, so shut the hell up. The things I go through. But I got back home last night and went to drop off the rental, which is why I was on the damn train coming back home. But today, I'm actually really not as tired as I thought I would be. So I actually made arrangements to hang out with my family. So that's what I'm going to be doing later on. I'm going to go see my crazy aunties and cousins and everyone. But today, I'm just home. I'm home. I'm going to go get some food because I'm hungry. And then later on, get more food. But yeah, I'm home. This is what I have to do to get jackfruit. And they come in a bag. But jackfruits normally come, you get it off the tree when I'm in Jamaica. And this is what I come down to now. But these are so good. They taste so good. They're perfectly ripe, and they're just so juicy. And I feel like this is the best first thing to have in the morning for me right now. Yeah. I did take my bee pollen before going outside because I woke up and my nose was running a little bit. So I was like, let me take some bee pollen before I go outside because I'm not in this whole sneezing and everything. And I'm okay. I'm okay. I took like double the dose. So I'm okay. If you've never tried jackfruit and there's a Wegmans by you, go to Wegmans, buy one of this. It's so good. Donut.
The familia that's fine.
Mi familia. You got the L's.
Really?
Is dat verbrandstof?
Yeah.
In the whole world. All we need is it to be doing the thing.
So they had this very small town, and then we
Yeah, I appreciate how you were
So my colleague, is the owner. Huge spaces. Where like no one.
Ooh.
I
Turn.
was like, I like you guys. Organization.
This is amazing. Friends who are just free. Crashing our umbrellas. Last night was amazing. It was such an artistic release to be able to just have fun without anyone judging or anyone just thinking anything weird. Everyone just in their own element, and if they wanted to join, they could join, and if they didn't, they didn't. I feel like more spaces like that are needed where people are free to express themselves and free to just be. But I'm laying here, I don't even know what time it is, and I'm thinking about how when we come back from traveling so often and how everything is chaotic, and then we come home and everything goes into a lull, right? Even though in New York there's not much of a lull, but being home, you automatically just want to relax, and that's exactly what I want to do. I want to relax and I want to come back to myself because there's a lot of things that I know I'm going to do, but at the same time I know I need to rest first. So having the mental strength to say no to certain plans and come back to myself and kind of unwind from all the traveling. I don't think that's something I've ever given myself time to do before. And it's not easy to go from fast pace to stop. It's not. And I know that it's not. So that's one of the reasons why I'm just like, I am going to be as lazy as I possibly can. And I use that word very heavily because resting is not laziness. And I kind of really don't like that word anyway. So I'm not going to ever use that word again. Unless it's to prove a point. But resting is not laziness. Giving yourself time to come back to being who you are without being rushed is a gift. That's what it is. It's a gift. So I'm giving myself that gift today. I plan on doing absolutely nothing. So let's see if I actually do something else. But the goal is to do nothing and just lay here and try to sleep more, even though it's bright as hell. But hey, it's very rainy as hell too. So it's like there's so much rain that I don't want to go outside. I know I'm not going to go outside because why? I don't want to be in the rain. If it's summer rain, then yes. But it's still chilly, sort of outside. It's like 60 something. And no, that requires a jacket. So that's a no for me. The plan is to relax. So that's what I'll do.
We gotta go.
Yeah, we have to pee really, really
I know
bad.
I have to pee, but I'm holding it.
So sorry about your mom.
Well,
Don't get the cutting, it's so
It's so natural.
Right.
Very hard. I'm working on that.
Yeah.
That's the big thing. If you can just get out your comfort zone, you'll gain a lot from that. But,
Proteins and fats, then starch and sweets.
Well, with this lasagna, it ain't happening. Well, I had my vegetables.
Honestly, I'm still a little blah. I feel like this week has been a little heavy with slowing down and actually coming back to myself, because I'm in the mode of I don't know what to do with myself right now, because I have so many different ideas and so many different plans of things that I do want to do. And then at the same time, my body is like, no, you're not going to do them this week. You may do them another week, but it won't be this week. So I'm listening to that a lot more. And besides helping with the lasagna today, which it came out not what we expected, because mushrooms do spring a lot of water and zucchini spring more water. So put them together and it's not really a good combination, but it was still tasty and yummy. Still good. And quickly becoming one of my favorite foods, even though it's not something that I'm going to have all the time because it is a lot. It's a lot pasta and cheese. I love cheese. I do. I love cheese. Vegan cheese, because my stomach can't handle the actual real cheese. Yeah. I don't know what to do with myself again. And I'm not forcing myself to try to figure it out right now, because I feel like the number one thing is to reacclimate myself with the environment. And coming from sunshine where the sun was literally like beating the hell out of my skin, water that I can actually get into New York doom and gloom, that takes an adjustment. So I have to reacclimate myself with the weather of New York, because I am rapidly losing my summer glow. I had no intention of going outside today. I haven't left the house for the past 2 days. Yeah. But I think I may go outside. I don't know. It's one of those things where just going outside may break the rut that I find myself in. And I know it will. I know it will. It's just bringing myself to go outside sometimes is just so hard. And right now, I feel like even though it rained earlier, I'm not sure if it's gonna rain again later. But I have time, so I should probably do that. Transitions are not easy. It's not. Going from one mode to the next, to the next, to the next, and then stopping completely and having to readjust to another mode, one that I've left months ago, takes a lot of care and also a lot of patience. And I think that's what I'm learning. I'm learning to be more patient with myself, and I'm learning to listen to exactly what my body needs. And if I don't feel like doing something, I'm not gonna do it. Unless it's like, okay, one of those things where it's like, yes, it's very good for me to do this right now and it is going to help, then I might put a little bit more effort into it. But if it's like genuine, like, no, I can't do this, I'm not gonna do this, I can't physically see myself doing it, I'm not gonna force myself to do it. So I know I'm gonna break the rut very soon. It's just being patient enough to allow myself to come out of it, because everything's gonna be all right? And if it's not all right, then it's not the end. Because everything's all right in the end. Yeah. Okay. I'll talk to you next week.
Move, move, move up my light.